Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round!
Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter.
And look at this. It's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now Griffin on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Third and long. It's Griffin. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And this will be a touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 32 yards. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
Now a 1st down throw. McNabb eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day,
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
so So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that deep? Exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's McNair. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. To throw, McNabb. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Nixon trying to punch it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Here's a give to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to Mixon on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now come the Legends. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, and the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Ray Nitschke in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Griffin. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final time.